This guy looks how I feel. You ain't no Mr. Bones. Toughen up. Morning, driver. It's Friday. It's Friday and we've had all week off because it's been snowing. It's a beautiful day today. Man. We're gonna go to Fernley and we're gonna load truck scales. These are gonna be 12 feet wide. And we're going to South Central Colorado. Center, Colorado is the name of the town that we're going to, as a matter of fact. Some kind of dairy or farm out there. So we're gonna go do that. I've decided to take the step deck because Mr. Bones, he's got a frozen butt. When I'm out and about and kind of out of my normal territory, I like to have the step deck because it gives me more options. Yes, it does limit me on a thing or two, but it gives me more options than it does limitations. So I'm taking the step deck. I don't have to be to this delivery until 10 o'clock Monday. So I have basically most of the day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and several hours Monday. I have more than enough time to get there. It's not going to be a rush. That's nice. I kind of planned it that way. And that's it though. But it's time to go. Daylight's burning. My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck. We're here to load. Guess what I'm not going to be showing you this time? Loading. The door is closed because it's cold, but they did come up to me and ask me not to show anything that's inside the building. Outside the building, they said it's totally fine. That's me. I did that. I feel like Joe Biden. I did that. Now, we've all had a pretty good laugh out of it, and everybody enjoyed it, but the higher up it went, the more people were kind of like, we probably better not do that anymore. So it's all cool, but it's kind of funny. We're out of the building, so now I can show you the load. Dirty truck. Easy load. Nice, good looking load. Like I've mentioned before, I enjoy hauling these scales. I think they're easy, and I think they look good. So this is gonna go to Center, Colorado. We've got today, tomorrow, the next day, and half of Monday to get there. Mr. Bones is excited to get out and get a little fresh air. And we're gonna hit the road. It's snowing in Colorado right now. Change required on the route that I've got to go right now, but it's supposed to be gone by the end of today, and then tomorrow's gonna be better. I hope. Fingers crossed. All that stuff. Doesn't matter, I can't run if there's chain controls anyway. So we're just gonna take our time, take it easy, and run daylight only. Let's go. We're trucking. This is a 965-mile trip one way. So it's gonna be a little bit. Probably 18 hours of drive time in that neighborhood. But I have basically 3 days to do it, so it's not gonna be too hard. We're gonna take Highway 50 all the way across Nevada. Then we're gonna get on Interstate 70 in Utah and follow that into Colorado, where we will get off 70 and get back on 50 and stay on 50 all the way to Central Colorado. That's the plan. It's gonna be about an 18-hour trip, but I got plenty of time to do that. I can run at night, but I cannot run in any kind of hazardous weather at all. This is gonna be an interesting route. I haven't been across Highway 50 over the Rockies before. I was kind of surprised they sent me that way, but that's what they wanted. to see me be lazy? Watch. It's 5:30 and the sun is going down. I'm in Eureka, Nevada. If I go any farther, it's an hour, it's 77 miles to the next town. So, I've got about 27 hours of drive time available between now and my appointment, and it's only 15, 16 hours away. The sun's down. If I go any farther, I'm not gonna have any cell service. What the heck? And I'd have to put on lights. Lazy. Watch. See that old cabin? I've driven by it hundreds of times. I did not know it was a historical marker. Built in 1864. That's a pretty cool little history tidbit there. I think we're gonna have several history tidbits on this trip. And you know what? Good night. I'm done. Morning. I want to double check the measurement scales just to be on the safe side. They've always been very exact. I'm just gonna check. I'm allowed 12 feet wide in Nevada on the weekends. I'm allowed 12 feet wide in Utah on the weekends. And I'm allowed 12 feet wide in Colorado. I got my permit. Ooh, a little breezy this morning. Still got my flags, still got my signs, I still got my bones. Nothing leaking. He's looking pretty good, actually. You're looking pretty good, Bones. Let's go. Ooh, it's about 17, 18 degrees with a stiff breeze. So I'm gonna get to the truck. As I'm cruising through western Utah here on US 50, I'm kind of looking around to see what sort of historical things actually happened around here, because it's pretty darn desolate. Not much to see, not much civilization. But I came across an interesting fact that relates to the Manzanar relocation camp from a couple weeks ago. There was one right out here. It was called Topaz. The Topaz relocation camp was right outside of the town of Delta, Utah, near the town of Hinckley, Utah, and not even 10 miles from where US 50 runs right now. I had no idea. As far as I can tell, the place is completely gone. Everything is gone, but you can still see remnants from the air, like satellite imagery and stuff like that. Obvious streets and where buildings used to be. There's nothing left of the place. There are concrete foundations, ruins. There are some barbed wire fences still there. There are no buildings. There are some artifacts you can find, like, you know, trash and pieces of pottery, it said. There's a museum in the town of Delta, which is about 16 miles away, with a reconstructed barrack. But the Topaz Relocation Center is gone. And from the accounts I read, it's a pretty rough time out here. The biggest thing that seemed to be a problem out here was the dust. The dust was so fine that it would get into absolutely everything. Your mouth, your ears, your eyes, your windows, your clothes, your food. And it was pretty hard. Interesting little tie-in to the tidbit from the other week. Right here. Hey, I made it to the big road. 200 miles of interstate, and we're back on the 2-lane road. I've decided to take a break. I am at the Devil's Canyon view area. I've got the time. It's a beautiful day. Let's see if there's anything we can see with the drone. remembers the story of a headless chicken that was a sideshow in circuses? I do. I vaguely remember something like that, hearing about it when I was a kid. Well, just over the Colorado state line here is the town of Fruita. And Fruita is the town where Mike the Headless Chicken is from. It's a real story. So in 1947, a guy named Lloyd was going out to harvest a chicken for dinner. And he found a chicken named Mike. He was a rooster. And he went to behead him, and he kind of messed up. He ended up getting him like this. It was a botched beheading, and it didn't kill Mike. He ran off, and when he didn't die, they decided to care for him, and they fed him with an eyedropper down his neck, and like worms and ground up corn, and fed him water and food that way. He lived for another 18 months, and he became a sideshow freak. They used to charge 25 cents per viewing for you to go look at Mike the Headless Chicken, which is the equivalent of $4 admission today. And during its peak, Lloyd earned, in 2025 dollars, in today's dollars, he earned the equivalent of $67,000 a month from Mike the Headless Chicken. Wow. Mike eventually choked to death on a piece of corn in a hotel room in Phoenix. Sounds like a rock star to me. Sounds like a rock star lifestyle to me. But the town of Fruita celebrates every May Mike the Headless Chicken Day. And they have races, they have run like a headless chicken races, they have pin the head on the chicken contests. They have a whole big thing. I didn't even know this was a thing. It's too funny. It's too funny, the things we grab onto and latch onto. Anyway, that happened right here in Fruita. This is it. I'm out. Done for the day. I am in Grand Junction, Colorado, and the sun has just gone down. Now, I'm parking a little out of my comfort zone at a truck stop. I don't like to do this on any regular day, much less wide load days, but I'm parked to a non-running reefer and a box truck, and I think I'm gonna be all right. I think I'm only 4 or 5 hours from my delivery, and I have plenty of time, so I'm not gonna leave first thing in the morning at all. Road conditions have cleared up. There's still broken, patchy ice and snow on the road, but chain controls are lifted, sun's been shining. It's actually not bad out here at all. So the storm is past. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Good deal. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Good morning, Colorado. We got tired of sitting around a truck stop, so we're trucking. We're moseying along here. We actually left about an hour ago. I only have 4.5 hours to go today, and we're just gonna cruise right along. Probably gonna be some very pretty scenery. So I'll just stop and take some pictures. Beautiful day at the top of the mountain, about 30 degrees. Time to carry on. Places to go, you know. It would appear I am here. Something tells me this is going to get replaced with that. That's just an inkling I have. They're not going to remove the scale till tomorrow morning. I am 24 hours early. I really didn't know what the weather was going to be like and road conditions or anything like that, so I got a little anxious and left. And now here I am. I could drop the trailer and go to town, but to do what? I have all the food I need, I have all the drinks I need, I have all the entertainment I need. Just go to town and spend money. Might as well stay out here and not. Don't have a load out of here yet. That's going to be tomorrow's project. So, see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, Colorado. Here we are. It's 9 o'clock. I've got all my stuff taken down. Signs and flags and things like that. And I moved the truck a little bit. That's where the scale is, right there next to that Quonset hut. You can kind of see the corner of the scale house. And you might notice something else. There's nobody here yet. 9 o'clock. I did this to myself. I have no room to complain. I have this, it's not in my, I mean, it's in my nature to complain, but I have no right to say anything. But here we are. Sure is peaceful out here. We got chickens, turkey, a big dog, a kitty cat. Wants me to come rub his belly. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is a potato farm. Don't ask me why I think so. Nobody has showed up to start uninstalling or installing a new scale, but it looks as if we have an unhappy customer. Well, they're not wasting any time, at least. This is what we were having trouble with, getting the scale up. Right here, there was a bolt in there that was covered in dirt. We didn't see it. So they just blew the head off of it with a torch like that. Well, we've made progress. Here's the plan. They've got some work to do now that these scales are out of the way. Crane guys have left. I think they went to town for lunch or something. And when they get back, they'll start unloading me.
So I've got time to kill. Imagine that. The ground is still partially frozen, but it's pretty warm. I'm wearing a t-shirt. It ain't bad at all out here right now. We have progress. It's 1 o'clock. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Like it if you don't mind. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. That helps us get the reach out there. Helps us get a little more progress on the channel. I'm always doing something different, and I like to share it. So if you like this, go ahead and subscribe and like the video, please. Something else I've been able to do while I was waiting, I got new door lights installed on here. And they looked pretty sharp. Special thanks, special shout out to 4 State Trucks for their generosity. My old door lights weren't really door lights, and then they got slammed on the door a couple times. Now it's broken in half. They started breaking is what happened, and then they'd fall down, and then they'd get slammed in the door. So these ones are the correct part. If you guys need something from 4 State Trucks, you can use my code, Jupiter10, and you can save 10% off anything in the whole store that's not already on sale. There's something there you need. I know it. I know it. There's a lot of things there I need. One thing at a time. That's it, we're done. We're out of here. Paperwork is signed, deck is cleaned off, and we're gonna go load grass seed about 30 miles from here and go to a little town called Limitar, New Mexico. Probably not saying that right. But moving on. I've been here right at 24 hours. Let's go. And we're off. All right, if you guys want me to rate that job site, if you'd even call it a job site, I got no complaints. It was a 9 to a 10 all the way around. Tons of parking, permission to park. I just milled around. Nobody bothered me. There was a restroom if I needed to use it. Guys are friendly, helpful. I gave them all a bunch of stickers and told them about the YouTube channel. They're all going to be checking it out. So that's kind of fun. I hesitate to tell folks about it. I don't tend to do it until we've chatted a bit and become friendly, and these guys were nice, so I told them. Plus they saw me walking around with a drone. It'll be cool to see it from the air. And just like that, I'm here. There's maybe a 20-minute drive, if that, and they are ready for me. They're putting pallets on before I'm parked. I do have to tarp this, but this is a nursery tarp that I have. It's basically a screen. I've been carrying this thing around in my side box. I don't think I've taken it out in almost 2 years, year and a half, something like that. They said this was fine. They just want to protect the shrink wrap, make sure the bags don't fall off and stuff like that. This has no D-rings or I-rings or IUTs or anything, so I have to put this over the load and then put the straps over the net. But it's super lightweight, it just takes a few minutes. I don't really mind tarping this way. What is this, you might ask? This is a truckload of Nunya. Nunya business. Just kidding. There you go. There's 1 pallet of grass seed, and the rest of it is all oat. Barley. Oh, first barley one I've seen. Oat and barley. Seed. There you go. Nice and easy. I know that you are supposed to never put straps over tarps. But for one, this isn't really a tarp. For 2, sometimes you just have to. Mr. Bones is ready to go. He's had enough of sitting around. So we're gonna put it in the wind. We're gonna go to New Mexico. Don't really know where in New Mexico we're gonna go tonight, but we're gonna go there. It's that way. Let's go.
The place where I loaded this seed was only about 20 minutes from where I unloaded the scales. And then the place where I unload the seed is only 4.5 hours from where I loaded it. So we're gonna take US 285, which goes right through Monte Vista, and take that all the way down to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and get on the freeway there, Interstate 25. And then we'll go south of Albuquerque to Lemitar, is the name of the town. Quick, easy drive. Will be 3/4 of the way tonight. I mean, it's not very late. We'll see how it goes. So this town that I just loaded in, Monte Vista, Colorado, has a very unique experience that I just connected the dots with. About 6 years ago, our son Hayden graduated from college and was offered a job at a plant, a paper mill, and right outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so we moved him out there. I was able to put all of his stuff on my trailer, on this trailer, the step deck, and his pickup, and all 3 of us rode in the truck from home all the way out to Tulsa. On our trip from Fallon to Tulsa, we stopped for the night here in Monte Vista at a Best Western that has a drive-in movie theater attached to it. The Best Western the room's kind of half semicircle around the screen. You can watch the movie screen from your room with the sound piped into the room. That was pretty unique. So what we did is Amy and I got a room and Hayden stayed in the truck, and he was able to watch the movie from the truck, just tuned it into the radio, and we were able to watch the movie from our room. And it just dawned on me that this is that town, and that was one of the coolest things. We still talk about that to this day. That's very neat. Really, southern Colorado. I don't recall seeing Amish in southern Colorado before, but that horse didn't like my truck. As I passed him and I looked in the mirror, he was bucking and running and swerving, and they were trying to keep him under control. I feel bad about that. All right, well, I just got the old fist pump from an older gentleman who was sitting in an ATV on the side of the road as I went by, so that's cool. Honk the horn, and I'm gonna say toodaloo for the day. Sun's down. We're gonna make it a little bit farther here and stop for the night. I promise. We'll see you tomorrow. I promise. This will probably just take a few minutes. So far I got a thumbs up on Mr. Bones. Came out and took pictures with him. Boom, we are done faster than I can put my stuff away. We are all done. Nice and quick here. I don't have anything to do just yet. Amy and I have been going back and forth. There's a couple options, but nothing is finalized yet. They've offered for me to stay here for a little while. Just, park for a little while. So I think I'm going to turn around and park over there. Just kind of be out of the way, and no sense in going somewhere I don't need to. I don't need anything, so see how this goes. Well, I hung out here for about 2 hours and really just have had no luck in finding any work. So I'm gonna head on over to this little truck stop. They're very friendly and gracious here, but just kind of nice to get out of their hair. So I'll head on over there and hopefully something will shake loose. And I'm rolling. It's been 5 hours since I unloaded, but I finally found something to do. It's been a hectic 5 hours. It's been a hectic last 2 hours. No need to get into all the nitty-gritty details, but I'm headed back to Albuquerque, about 70 miles, and from where I am, and I'm gonna pick up 2 machines going to Las Vegas. And the machines are on a truck that broke down out of Florida. There's a truck. This truck picked up these 2 machines in Florida, and he's taking them to Vegas, and he broke down in Albuquerque, and I'm recovering the load. And it's been an interesting setup. But hey, we're on our way. We're getting closer to home. I'm here. Don't know who I'm looking for yet. Don't know anybody's name or even the equipment. Let's see what happens. Found out his name. Went and talked to the service guys. And apparently this is him sitting on the curb. Interesting. Found him. Look at that. Mr. Bones' big brother. Apparently there's one in each one. So his truck is in the shop, just like Bobby's truck. He's got a 2019, Bobby's got a 2016 Freightliner. The oil pickup tube fell out. Wow. He was parked right across the street, so he never drove his. He said his is fine. But wow, if that's happening to these Freightliners, whew. Hope none of you guys got one of those trucks. So I got to get in here, drop my trailer, hook up to his trailer, pull it out, unload these, and reload these. Exciting. One other part of this, I don't run grease on my fifth wheel. So if I hook up to his, I make a mess out of mine that I got to clean up. Here's the plan. Drop my trailer, hook up to his, pull it out here, do the deal, put his back, rehook to mine. See you in a couple hours. This guy looks how I feel. You ain't no Mr. Bones. Toughen up. Stay. One done. And then there's this guy. The next one. Giant ass Mr. Bones wannabes. See how you like getting folded up in the back. That's right. Sit down and shut up. Okay, 2 down. I'm gonna put the ramps on my trailer now. 1 down. Last one. This isn't going quite as bad as I feared, luckily. Loaded. You know, I'm just gonna say, you don't know how many loads are turned down for me because I have a 48-foot trailer. This guy's got a 53-foot trailer, and they just automatically say, nope, gotta have a 53. It works. It works on a 48. That is maddening to me. But okay, that wasn't too bad. Put his trailer back, mine hooked up, and get tied down. So a lot of people have pointed out to me that my fifth wheel needs grease, but actually I run a Teflon plate. And now I also have grease, a lot of it. This Teflon plate is torn up. I'm gonna get a new one here pretty quick. Just watch. It's useless. I usually use diesel. I can't even reach it. Okay. You
said he's been here since Saturday, Sunday. These machines are supposed to be in Vegas yesterday. I still got to tie him down. I guess he's done. He said, I got an Uber waiting for me. Thanks, man. See ya. Appreciate you, bro. Are we ready? You ready to do this? We're tied down. Got a strap through that little jib boom there. Got a strap over the telehandler, over the boom. Tied down on all four corners of both machines. Mr. Bones is still back there. Right now, the phrase that pays is ASAP. Vegas is 8.5 hours away, and it was supposed to be there yesterday. So it's time to go trucking. We made it into Arizona. We still got about 5.5 hours to go to get there tomorrow, but it's time to stop today. Okay, we're done. See you guys tomorrow. We'll get this over with. Good morning from Winslow, Arizona. It's funny, downtown they really have done a whole theme up about that song, that Eagles song. And there's an old flatbed Ford sitting on the corner down there with guitars and things. Amy and I stopped down there a couple years ago on our way through. So we're cruising right along this morning. We're about 4.5 hours from where we need to be. Our ETA is about 12:30, 12:45, and things are moving right along. If anything happens, I'll let you know. Time to get a little fuel here in Williams, Arizona. Check on things. Mr. Bones is doing quite all right, aren't you, buddy? Better than his big brother who's curled up in the fetal position behind the seat up there. Either you got it or you don't. I think he's got it. So, good news. This will be coming off the trailer here in a little bit, a couple hours. And I have a reload from Vegas to home, Reno. Another load of sheetrock. So that is good news. I won't be home tonight, but I will be able to reload today, and then I'll deliver tomorrow and be home tomorrow night. One more night. Here, this is a marshalling yard where all the trucks and equipment and stuff come to wait. This is just a fraction of it. I've checked in and I gotta wait for somebody to come over here and get me. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully not too long. My sheetrock will load 24 hours a day, so I really don't have any time crunch on that, thankfully. As soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna reload and head on out. I've been summoned. Been here almost 2 hours now, and it's my turn to go up to the window and figure out what is next, because I don't really know. It has been determined. I'm going to the Las Vegas Festival grounds, where someone will meet me and we'll figure it out from there, I guess. See a single thing that says gate 2. Well, I screwed up because I didn't recognize gate 2, and then I ended up on that little straight. So now I've got to do that somehow. Traffic's great. It's awesome. Woohoo! It's just gonna be fun. I'm gonna turn in here this time. in. It took me an hour to get turned around. Oh, wow, crazy. I'm gonna get these off and we're gonna get out of here. I've just been informed that I am driving it all the way to the booth. So this ought to be fun, different. Pretty fancy little gadget here. 33 hours on it. There it is. Let's get out of here. We're done here. There's the stratosphere. Ah, the lights of Las Vegas. There's the Trump Tower, Palace Station, Circus, Fontainebleau. I forget what that one's called. Sahara. We're right in the thick of it. Okay, now we gotta go across town and get sheetrock. It's 6:30.
Look at the line. Holy crap, I thought I'd be out here by myself, but the line's just as long as the other times I've been here.
Used those in a long time. I need to replace those halogen ones with LEDs. I have a light bar at home, but you know, we're all dialed in. Got one checkup to make here. Yeah. All right, that's it. Time to go. I want to say goodnight to you guys. See you tomorrow.
Good morning, Nevada. Where you guys been? We've been trucking for hours. We're rolling right along. We are going to get up to Sparks and we're going to deliver this sheetrock today, and then we are going to get this dirty pig washed. Holy smokes, this truck is filthy. And then we're going to go home. I'm kind of hoping for no adventures between now and then. Let's just hope for a boring ride. What's about 10 hours? It's been since 2 o'clock this morning, 2:30 this morning. Yeah, that's kind of been the plan. I thought they'd have it open by now. You gonna go back to Vegas? No, fuck that. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We have a problem. It's just an inconvenience for me. It's a bad problem for other folks. But there was a fatality, a double fatality on US 95 a few miles down the road here. It happened at 2:30 this morning. It's 9:10 now, so 7 hours ago, almost 7 hours ago. I saw this back in Las Vegas, that the road was closed, and I figured there was no way in the world it would still be closed by the time I got here, but I'm wrong. My only alternative is to turn around and go back to Las Vegas, which is 100 miles south of here, and then come back around the detour through the extraterrestrial highway. And see, there's just nothing to do here. I mean, there's plenty to do in Beatty, but nothing I can do here. So I'm gonna just sit here. I'm not gonna go back to Vegas. There's no way this can be closed for more than a couple more hours at the most. Time to air up the truck. I've been sitting for 3 hours. I think the road may be open. I'm getting conflicting reports, but traffic's starting to move a little bit, so I'm gonna go find out. Seeing all those trucks still pulled over, I may be jumping the gun a little bit here. I'm gonna be here a while. And to top it off, now I'm sitting in a spot where there's no cell service, a little dead zone. All right, well, here we are. Fixing to move. I'd say I hope everybody's all right, but I know that's not the case. For 7 hours. It took me 7 hours to get through that, and I'm not going to complain, because that is nothing compared to what the families of these guys, drivers, are going through. It was a double fatality. Wow. What a spectacular incident right there. My heart goes out to their families. You know, we're all out here doing this every day, and it's very scary to think about how all that is between me and another guy weighing 80,000 pounds doing 70 miles an hour going the opposite direction is a little painted line in the middle of the road. It can happen in a heartbeat, and it's very sobering to see. Alright, I'm about 5 hours from home. It's about 9 or 9:30 tonight. I'm home. It took me 14 hours to make a 6-hour drive today. We're not done yet. Got to go deliver this tomorrow. So we will see you then. Good night. We're rolling. Good morning. We're heading into town. Heading into the big city of Reno, Sparks, to go deliver our drywall sheetrock. Get this stuff done. Put a nice little cap on the end of, it's been a long week. It is what it is, and this actually turned out to be a really good round, just took a long time. even though I spent 7 hours yesterday sitting due to that accident, both my son Hayden and Amy said that if I'd have made it home, I probably wouldn't have been able to deliver into Reno yesterday, because there were a couple big major accidents on Interstate 80. They even had to land a helicopter in the middle of the freeway yesterday. So, you know, not that it all worked out for the better, but it all worked out. And again, my heart goes out to these families, man. It has been really, really, it's gotten really, really bad here in the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. It's amazing how much traffic there is out here. Anyway, we're going to get this done, and we're going to get this weekend started. We're going to watch sheetrock come off the trailer. It's about the same as watching paint dry, so I hope you like it.
You want to say hi?
I don't know what the hell I would say.
I don't know what to say either. I really don't. Oh.
You're a lot better.
Yeah, I know. Well, editing is a big thing. I promise you that. This is Chris. Chris lives nearby, and he got a hold of me and said he wanted to come say hi. So I came down here to unload the sheetrock, and he came down to say hi. Hi, Chris.
Hi there. Good meeting with you today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.
You showing me around the truck.
Yeah, we've been taking the tour, just kind of looking at it and talking shop. But I'm empty now, so now I'm gonna go home. Mr. Bones approved. It's only February, can't get too particular. But man, this thing was in need of a wash, bad. Man, I am done. I am done enough. I brought home a souvenir from Colorado. I don't know if it's any good or not, but we're gonna find out. Me and Mr. Bones in a tan koozie. I don't even know how many miles I did this week. It was a lot. Not bad. I'll probably drink another one. It's time to swap out the hat. Hey, check out this shirt. That's the shit right there. That is a pretty cool ass shirt. If you would like a shirt from 4 State Trucks, you can get it for 10% off. Go check it out. It has been a crazy week. As you guys see, this is going to be a long video. I don't even know how long it's going to be. I got to start putting it together because, wow, I feel like it had a little bit of everything. I really feel bad. My heart goes out to those drivers from yesterday. And just whatever. All right, guys, I'm just going to keep this short because this is long enough. If you'd like some merchandise, check out my website, please. If you need anything from 4 State Trucks, use the code Jupiter10. You can get 10% off anything you want. We're going to hit it again next week. Guess what? Something different. We're going to Montana next week. That is going to be cool. So Montana, and it's not going to snow. I have a feeling. Check out all the social media places, and thank you guys very much. I'm just going to call it that. Until next week, you guys have a good weekend. See ya.
In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.